What's up, my special being brothers and sisters? We're back at it again. This time, I'm going to be reviewing the Dark Knight Mafex 3.0 Batman that we got last year, or I think it was the year before last year. A lot of you have already had them and you already got them, but I just made it out on my own and I just said, you know what? Made it up in my mind and said, I'm just going to go ahead and get them because already Mafex has already made their iteration of the 1.0 and 2.0. So I just said, hey, why not? Let's get him, review him. If you are still rocking him in 2021, we're about to be at the end of 2021. So if you are still rocking him, let me know in the comment section below if he's a pass or a grab. But enough talk. Let's just go ahead, get him out of the box, and see what's inside.
One's a company, two's a crowd, three's a party coming, move around like fresh when the school is out, when the booze is up, when the sun is down, enjoy the ride.
We got the Dark Knight right here on the rotating stand. There's going to be a couple of things that I'm going to point out and talk about. One of the main things is going to be his accessories because let's be honest, he comes with a lot of them, and not only that, his optional parts are just crazy. The main reason I say that is because if you have this, the 3.0, and you have the regular Christian Bale or Bruce Wayne figure that you get with him in the suit, then you're just gonna have a lot of optional parts, and that's what makes this line pretty good and really great because Mafex knew what they were doing when they were coming out with him. But let's get into the aesthetics. Already, he looks just like he is and supposed to be in the movie, and the blacks and grays, they just look really good. The cape itself is wired, and I like that. I don't like how SH Figure Arts came out with their iteration of their own image and their own way of making the Dark Knight. I didn't like the cape only because it was more of a flat piece on the sides of it, and it came with 4 flat pieces for you to have more posability on the cape. But no, it was just not good. I don't like it. I ended up switching that out and ended up putting like another cape like this onto him. And the belt, it looks bright and gold just like it should be. It's coming up kind of yellow on the camera, but once you have him in hand, he looks really good with it. And he has his I ended up putting the grapnel gun on him right there on the holster just to, give you that full effect. But let's just go ahead and take him off at the stand and let's see what articulation my boy the Dark Knight has to work with. Right now that we got him off at the stand, let's go ahead and start with the articulation, starting from head to toe. Okay, so first off, on the head, we have this kind of up and down ball joint right there. It can move right here at the neck as well. Mine's a little stiff, but don't want to end up breaking that. The head is on a standard ball joint right there, so that's pretty nice. Put that back on, and then as far as the chest piece right here, there's a cut right there in the chest, so you're able to get some of that motion. And then right here where the abs are, get a little bit of a ab crunch. He doesn't go forward that much. Back, he has a lot more range going back, so that's pretty good. And then as far as the shoulders, now I don't know if I'm a fan of these, only because they kind of come up and they're attached right there where the shoulder is. But you can get probably that much, but if you kind of play with it, you can get a little bit more motion in it. Bicep at the swivel right here, see it right there. He has bends at the elbow. Let me see if I can get better than, nope. uh Pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. And then right here at the wrist, up and down, 360 all the way around. Those are good. We already talked about the waist. Right here at the hip, um, his leg goes about that much far up, but you're gonna want to be careful only because it kind of looks a little ugly going up. Because right here at the hip is where it kind of hinders him, right here. And then as far as the knees, we got those. and then foot action plus toe articulation. Oh, and can't forget those pivots right here. So that's pretty good. And another thing I want to talk about as far as articulation is the, let me see, the actual cape itself. See it, so you can have this kind of like flowing motion kind of going on. So that's pretty cool. You can have it any way you really want to. It's only bended at two sides, so just be mindful of that. That's pretty cool. And that's going to be it for the articulation. Now let's just go ahead and see what kind of accessories this guy has to come with. Right now that we got my boy the Dark Knight in a fire pose, let's just go ahead and start with those accessories. Now, like I said before, the accessories, there's an abundant amount of them, so bear with me. So the first thing that I'm going to review is the EMP gun that he ends up using in the I'm pretty sure he uses in the third film. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but yeah, it's just all black, like what we always get, kind of like nice and blue clear inside in there, so pretty cool. All right, next up is this sticky grenade launcher, which is pretty cool. See right there, you got a little bit of detail right there in the, oh, almost had this fall over. This has been falling on me this whole review. All right, so we have the little red details right there. Even got the trigger hands right there, or not the trigger hands, but the trigger right there. That's pretty cool. And this does not come apart or collapse, so, you know, but we'll get to that a little bit later. The next thing he has are these really small, let me see if the camera's able to pick it up, these small batterings. I don't know if you can see it right there. Yeah, so he comes with 3 of them. You know, you get 3 of them right out of the box. So try not to lose those. They're relatively small. I don't really care for them. The next thing I'm gonna have, oh, I got these, the headpieces for him. He has the clear clear cuts right there in his eyes, like when he uses at the end of the second film to see through all the I guess the net codes of the cellular devices, the cell phones. So that's cool right there. And then the next headpiece is kind of like gritting face right here. So that's pretty cool. I don't really care for that. I'm not really gonna use that. So many memes on this. You already know the vibes. All right, as far as the hands, he's going to come with these let me see. He's going to come with these trigger hands right here. I'm guessing this is to hold the sticky grenade launcher, and then he's going to come with these other trigger hands. I'm guessing this is for the grapnel gun for whenever he uses it, and that's right there on the side of his hip. And then the next are these kind of throwing hands, maybe for like posing, but these aren't really used to hold anything. They're just like, I guess, like action pose hands. Yeah, I'm guessing these hands are used for like to hold batterings right here. Oops. Put that right back. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. And then the next pair of hands he has are going to be these throttle hands. Now these are used for when you actually have the bike. I know Mafex has one, and I know SH Figure Arts has one. I have the SH Figure Arts one, so I'll try and have him in some photos of that. Kind of have him looking all cool. But yeah, these are going to be used for when he's using the, I'm guessing, the Mafex one. Yeah, so pretty cool right there. All right, and these other accessories, he does not come with these, but it comes with the Bruce Wayne figure. And but these optional parts are so that he can use them. So you have a chest plate right there. It's the exact same chest plate that he has on right now. And then you're going to have this back piece right here. So what is going to happen is you're going to take the chest piece off of the figure, because it's all like due to magnets right here. Boom. So you're going to take that off, install this in, have this back part come off from his cape, so he'll be capeless, and then you're just going to install it right here. I don't know if you can kind of see that. That's where it goes. And I'll have some pictures with him in it as well. But yeah, if you have the Bruce Wayne figure, then you're going to have these. And these are proprietary for this figure right here. That's going to be it for the accessories. And before I forget, guys, one last thing, that if you get the Bruce Wayne figure, he also comes with these let me see, these packs right here. And these are actually they're meant to be like so that it folds out into this, the sticky grenade launcher, and they just kind of, they clip on right here on the sides right there. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, that's good right there. And then they're just basically these right here, and then you just peg them into place. Oh, if I can get it in, that's right here. Peg them in, boom, you're good to go. And the same thing for the other side. So that's just another additional optional part that you get with the Bruce Wayne figure, kind of like more of like an incentive to get it. Look at all that. All right, now that we got the Dark Knight and Bruce Wayne back on the rotating stand, I actually threw Bruce Wayne in there. It's from the Mafex line. I actually threw him in there just to show that how he stacks up against the 3.0 Batman. As you can see, he's just a little bit shorter, so I guess the boots on the Batman give him a little bit more height. But yeah, if you end up owning this one, you're just going to get a lot more playability, a lot more optional parts than if you just don't own him. I like how he just has the cane right there. I've been having the Bruce Wayne for a while now. I want to say maybe like 2 years, almost 2 years. And I've had different iterations of the Dark Knight. I have the SH Figure Arts 1. I have the Mafex 1.0 and 2.0. It just took me a while for me to get the 3.0, and honestly, it's a good figure, guys. If you guys don't already have this, then this is definitely a must. Only because the joints are tighter, they don't even really pop out. The shoulders, they have already done away with that problem, especially the shoulder pads. It's probably my only gripe, only because they kind of flap up and down. I wish it was more of a softer, pliable piece that they could have maybe glued on there, so that way he can lift his arms up very a little bit better. But yeah, I'm just gonna do a quick head swap, so that way you guys can get that feel of that. Alright, and here's the head swap that I got going on right now. And this is from the Bruce Wayne, like I already just showed like a half a second ago. So this is what he'll look like with that Bruce Wayne head on top of this, and it's pretty much meant for it. As you can see, it just looks really good, guys. Like I said earlier, you get a lot of optional parts, a lot of playability out of this. And one more thing I want to show is I'm going to detach the cape and the chest piece just to show like how he looks when he was in Hong Kong, like in the famous Hong Kong scene. Let's go. All right, now that we got my mans right here cloaked out and decked out, you can see that on the back piece, that's the part that comes with Bruce Wayne, and it looks nice. You know, you got the chest piece right there. Although the other chest piece that it already comes with is already attached to the back cape. That's why they end up giving you another chest piece. And I don't see too many videos or photos or pics floating around that have him like this. So it's good to, I just kind of wanted to put it out there because I don't see too many pics of him like this. So just wanted to have him like that. But yeah, all I got to say is, this guy was a major grab for me, but just let me know how it is for you guys. I will leave a link in the description below from where I got him. So I ended up getting him at Big Bad Toy Store, but he's not a reissue. They just ended up getting more stock. And that is going to wrap up this video on the review of the Mafex 3.0 Batman. Let me know in the comment section below if he's going to be a pass or a grab. Major Piccolo shout out to all my Special Beam brothers and sisters supporting since day one. And like I've said, the channel is lazy, but the movement is... Burn for plants tonight. No TV afterglow.